Hello, this is Julie Ann and the House of Influence podcast. And today I have Christine Daer and Melanie Wendt. They are calling in from Vancouver. And we're going to be talking about their amazing organization called Power in Aging. Wow, I can definitely step into that. Power in aging. There is a lot of power in aging. So Christine, please introduce yourself, and then maybe you'd like to introduce Melanie as well. And let us know about who you are and how you got to work together to create this organization, Power in Aging.
Thanks, Julie. Thank you so much for having us here. So yes, my name's Christine. I live in Canada and have been venturing out around the world for many, many years, and finally kind of settled back down, have two little boys that I take care of, not so little anymore, actually, almost 9 and 11. And I am a certified life coach. I do intuitive coaching, working with people to help, work through transitions, empower them, all the things that us coaches do. And Melanie and I have known each other, my goodness, for over 40 years. We were best friends since we were 10 years old. So we work really well together. And like we said, intuitively, we're just very much the same person in a lot of ways, but with our own things as well. Melanie's a health coach. So I'll let Melanie say hello herself.
Hi.
Hi, Melanie.
Hi. So I do more of the health side of it, so that we get a little fitness, we get a little, food and recipes and any concerns that people might have about certain things that they need to increase in their wellness area. That's sort of where I help to step in, and Christine does more of the life coaching side of everything.
So
dual combo.
So our background kind of helps into what we're doing now. And what we've developed is a program called Power in Aging. It is a community of women that are going through the midlife stages. So typically I say 40 to 60, but honestly, we have people sometimes in their 30s who are going through a lot of the transitions. And we have people in their 70s, of course, as well. It's all about stages and phases, right? As we age, it doesn't necessarily happen at the same time for everybody. I myself was an older or a later mother, having my kids in my 40s. And so my stage is a little bit maybe behind some of my friends. And what happened was a few years ago, I was turning the big 50. And it was one of those, oh my goodness, you just stop and you look in the mirror and you're like, what is going on? This is that number you've been, held like up on this space, for so many years that it was approaching. All of a sudden it was here. And I remember looking in the mirror, and it wasn't only a physical thing, like what the heck has happened physically, but it was more of just an emotional, like, it seems so long ago since I was 20 and I wanted certain things. And I was at this stage where I'm like, I feel like I might be grieving some of the things that I never really accomplished or ticked off my list that were so important to me at one point. And everything has just evolved and changed, and I'm transitioning. And I realized like there's stuff that I need to let go of. There's limiting beliefs. There's this grief process of things that weren't accomplished. There's just so many, even relationships with people, but with myself as well, that I really needed to stop and work on. And I thought, since I'm a coach, this is an area that's not really tapped into as much. Like there's a lot of different type of areas for coaching, but aging is such an important topic. It's absolutely inevitable. It's this kind of thing everyone tries to avoid and dodge. And I mean, I have to say, Mel and I are very, proud to say we're very pro-aging. We are not anti. Yeah, everything is about, embracing the gift that aging is. It really is a gift. And, people try to defy it and they don't want to do it. But I'm like, the only alternative is, death. So why not just take that opportunity to have another day, have to put, your ambitions and where you're at right now into every single day and every single breath. And that's the thing, because like letting go of what didn't serve us or what we never accomplished, if we hold on to that, we're never going to move forward.
Yes.
So we like to set, you know, new, not only goals, but just new mindsets, you know, for ourselves and where we want to be right now, where do we see ourselves in 10 years, and really lofty, beautiful goals. Like there's no limits. Age does not limit you at all. Like that is
No.
the biggest myth, you know, and there's a lot of stereotypes that we have to work through.
Yes. I love what you just said about embracing the gift of aging, because I mean, I definitely know that, you know, this project that I've just been doing at Casa de Influencia, you know, that really is, I look at my age and I look at everything I've done in my life, and, you know, and I'm 57. And yet at that age, I feel now more energetic and younger. And in fact, if I look at photographs of me when I was in England, even, you know, 20 years ago, I mean, I feel younger and I look younger than I did 20 years ago, because I think 20 years ago, I was still experiencing, you know, a lot of stress and, you know, trying to figure out who I am and, you know, trying to figure out directions. And, you know, like you, Christine, I think I traveled a lot, and I used to say, I'm looking for the geographical cure because I don't know what my purpose in life is. And, you know, so I'm just going from one country to the next. I don't know where home is. So I think now I look back on that and I look at my age now and I say, wow, I feel younger than I did 20 years ago. I feel that I've used all of that knowledge from my lifetime and the skills that I've used to like buy this building, to set up a Mexican corporation by myself, right? I look at it and I say, if I didn't have the gift of that age, then I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing, because I've had all of that experience and now I'm using all that experience. And I think that's what a lot of people, they don't do that. A lot of people do exactly the opposite, and they say, oh, okay, I'm 57, so now it's time to slow down. And it's like, that's so the opposite. Like you should be, like you say, using that gift and say, wow, I have got all this experience. What should I be doing with all of this experience now? Because I have got this knowledge and I've got this experience and now I can use it. It's definitely not time to slow down. It's exactly the opposite, right?
Exactly. And I do find that, like, you know, some people that come to us, you know, they're in that little bit of transition limbo. They don't, you know they want more, they know they want something, but they're not sure what. So that's where we can kind of help them break down, you know, what they are looking for and help them sort of, you know, find their soul purpose, because we all have that. And it does change too, right? Like you can think it was that and you're holding on to that for so many years. And then you're like, you know what? I don't know that I really want that anymore. Like we change, we evolve, we grow.
Yes.
Right? So it's finding what is going to work for us, not only, you know, our soul purpose, but in helping and serving other people, because ultimately I believe that's, you know, why we're here is, you know, we're very, like, you know, having this beautiful human experience, and we need this social, we need to be together. Community is such a beautiful thing. And I find with the group coaching program that we run, it's nice because, I mean, you have the coaches with the, you know, the background, the expertise, whatever, but it's more about the community and everybody coming together, and somebody has already gone through that and they're able to help you through something, or you're, you know, you are about to go through something that somebody else in the community can, you know, can nurture you through. So I love it. Women are very powerful, and when we come together,
really powerful. When we come together, we are really, really powerful.
They create really strong bonds in these groups as well, which is important.
Yes. And well, I think that is important, because when women come together, we are very powerful, because we can bounce ideas, we can be creative, we can collaborate. And yeah, like I saw as I said to you, we had 16 people here on retreat last week, and to see the magic that was happening, the way that the women were supporting one another and helping one another, it was incredible to witness. Actually, it was, and to be part of it as well was amazing. And I think that you do need help with this. I, like you say, Christine, I don't think you can possibly know what your soul purpose is until you're really living it, right? You know, because I spent the last 12 years being a book publisher, and you know, I got to the point where I think a little bit complacent, you know,
Just it.
as far as I'm concerned, my job was easy, you know, and you know, everybody else used to tell me, oh wow, you know, this is definitely your purpose. It's, you know, you're so good at it. You help people so much. And yet I'm like, there's so much more potential. I know that there's more than me just being a book publisher for the next 20 years. You know, I know that there's more. Now, how do you start to help people? Give me some ideas of what you do in your program to actually get people on track and to get them start thinking about how they can step into more.
Beautiful question. So we started our program with workshops. So we were doing these sort of robust 2-hour workshops online, mostly because of the situation. It also allows us to bring in more people from other locations, right? And you know, we explored everything from ageism and the typical stereotypes and things that are kind of working against us. We delved into the limiting beliefs as well as the grief process as well. And it's kind of evolved from there. We started doing monthly guest speaker series. We've already facilitated, I think, about 15 or 16 of those over the last year and a half. So every month we have a wonderful guest speaker, very, expert in their field. I believe you're going to be speaking for us next month, Julie.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited about that.
Super excited. And, you know, so very high-end professional guest speakers offering a wider variety of topics. So it's adding great value to our community for people to learn, you know, and grow their community that way. And then we always follow up the following weekend with our group coaching program, which is for members only. So we do have a monthly membership where you can come in and get the group coaching, because people sometimes they want to be heard. They have a voice. They're like, you know what, I'm going through this. I need some help. You know, and other people who are there to just kind of listen and observe a little bit, maybe, and figure out where they're at in this whole, you know, transition period that they're going through. So we do both the guest speakers and the group coaching monthly. And in the spring, Melanie and I are launching as well an online membership program. So it'll be a little bit more rich. They'll be able to access a lot of the stuff on their own. It would be like an online program. And it will have, you know, a monthly theme and weekly involvement with them doing some, you know, self-development work.
Wow.
And some inspirational stuff. And we'll cover everything. I mean, Melanie's got all the health stuff down, and we're both very spiritual. So we're going to be throwing in a lot of that stuff. And really, we're just hoping to attract the, you know, like-hearted people. I do believe that like attracts like. So hopefully, you know, people will be drawn to our community and really want to be able to support each other. And that's another part. Actually, there will be the calls and the live Zooms and them working together, you know, the community working together, as well as the coaching with us.
Oh, wow. So how do we find out? How do we join? How do we take part? How do we join your organization?
Oh, and don't forget the icing on the cake, I forgot to mention, is we are working towards our retreat with you. So we're really looking forward to that. That for me is going to be amazing, because we're all energy people. We all love working with energy, and coming together in person. I mean, online is wonderful because that's what we have as a tool and we appreciate it. But honestly, we're really excited for our
sharing your space and seeing what you've created. Yeah, that'll be exciting.
Oh yeah, it's going to be amazing.
We have our website, which is powerandaging.com. Nice and simple, easy to remember. You can find us there. We're on Facebook, Instagram as well. I'm hoping maybe Julie can also put a link in this as well. I'll pass on where you can sign up for our newsletter. And that just keeps you, up to date with all of our monthly events. It gives you all the Zoom links and shows you ways that you can join.
Oh, that's wonderful. And that's so simple. Powerinaaging.com and Power in Aging on Instagram and Power in Aging on Facebook.
Yes.
Wow, that was magical that you managed to get all of those in that name. Wow, that was definitely meant to be.
It was in alignment, yes.
Wow. And how long has this organization been on the go, and what kind of membership do you have at the moment, and how is it growing?
Yeah, so we've been coming on to 2 years. In the new year will be 2 years, and we started off again with our workshop. So from the workshop, we developed the community where people became members. Our monthly membership, I'm very drawn to the number 11, and you'll actually see a little bit about that on our website as well. It's a magical number that's been with me since I was little. So I try to keep 11 in everything. And we have an introductory price to join the group coaching, because it is group coaching. So it's not one-on-one. It's $11.11, just $11.11 to come to the session. So very affordable. Our guest speaker events right now are currently free as we bring in people into the community. And that way we can also invite people from the guest speakers community to come and find out what we're about as well. We were offering an annual membership as well, but because our new program is launching in the spring, we'll put our pricing up on the website. You'll see in the new year.
That's awesome. And information about the new program is on your website?
Yes, there is a lead introduction to it. Yes. And then it will be launching with everything in the new year.
Wow, that is so exciting. And I have to make sure that I start coming along to some of your sessions and joining the community, because I think we need the inspiration and mentorship of those that are in front of us and that are gracefully aging.
Right, that's the one thing we do learn as we get older. We have all this experience and we gain confidence. So there was somebody we spoke to just last Saturday, and she had said exactly that. She said, well, since she was the eldest in the group, she said, let me tell you what I can reflect on, having gone through that section of my life already. So it really does add a lot of value to have all of these different women in all these different ages and different areas of their lives. Yeah.
And that was the vision, really. I mean, we all have so much to offer. And it was about bringing a community together and us facilitating a safe, beautiful, high vibe energy space that everyone could come together and share and support each other and lift each other up. And, that's what it's all about. Empowerment.
I love it. I love it. Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing on our podcast. And I can't wait to host you here at the House of Influence. It's going to be amazing to have a powerful group of women that are helping and supporting one another to be powerful in the aging process. So thank you so much for joining us. And I'm really looking forward to seeing both of you down here in Puerto Vallarta.
Yes, the sooner the better. We'll get there as soon as we can. Yeah.
And we're looking forward to hosting you as our guest speaker on December 13th. So thank you again for that.
I can't wait for that. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank you, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.